we're talking about the opposition that we're going to face. Don't forget, the opposition are going to face us as well. And Manchester United is a test that the other clubs that we're going to play will want to help them with their preparation.
Yeah, 100% a step up for Atletico Madrid too, because, as I say, played Getafe last time out, won 4-1, but this is only their second game. Manchester United have played 2 up to now, so the fitness levels, the...
Hello everybody, so today we are starting off with the Atletico versus Manchester United Snapdragon. यार आज आ जाओ, United आज भी दिखाएगी last match की तरह 5-0. Baki just 5 minutes remaining to the start of the game. My score predictions.
I know the World Cup has interrupted the preparations and curtailed the time of the
3-2 United.
The Spanish always seem to be that little bit behind us when they're starting their pre-season because their season starts a little bit later. Hence the reason why Atletico Madrid have only played 1 game.
बाकी ये करते हैं.
Their preparations, and this is a great test for them.
Just run you through that Manchester United starting 11 really quickly. Heaton in goal, Shaw, Heaven, Maguire and Lenny Yoro across the back four. Lenny Yoro at right back has been really quite brilliant over the course of the pre-season games, given that it's such a different position that he's used to playing. Mason Mount in a deeper role alongside Andre Santos. Manchester United new signing, able to cover an awful lot of ground in front of that back four, and having that stability has been hugely beneficial. Patrick Dorgu on the left, Shane Lacey in the number 10, Ahmad back into the side after his World Cup exploits with Ivory Coast, and Brian Burmo leading the line. Ahmad back into the team. You heard Michael Carrick talking about it before, that it was great to have Ahmad back in the squad. He does offer you something a little bit different out on that right-hand side, doesn't he? He's a low centre of gravity, quick. He will hassle and harry and press. And when he gets the ability to get forward, we've seen it for Manchester United, we saw it for the Ivory Coast in the World Cup. He is lethal in and around the penalty.
Yeah, he always looking to make something happen, Ahmad. When he receives the ball in the right areas where he knows that he can do his best work and do the damage.
Right background में कहाँ आ रही है?
He is really exciting to watch. I love when I see him in the starting lineup because you just know that he might give you that little bit of sprinkling of stardust that can either unlock a goal for somebody else or score one himself.
You can see him saying hello to opposite numbers today as he retreats to the back of that Manchester United starting 11. Burmo appearing from the dressing room now as the players make their way out into the Strawberry Arena. This, of course, the venue that Manchester United won the Europa League back in 2017. Fantastic night that was against Ajax. In terms of the opposition today, Atletico Madrid, who has been the goalkeeper at Atletico Madrid for a long time. It's 12 going on 13 years that he's been at the football club. One of the most decorated goalkeepers in Spanish football history. Multiple Zamora trophies for the fewest goals conceded. He has been, named, hasn't he, as one of those goalkeepers that is amongst the best in Europe. So he's one that Manchester United are going to have to deal with. Lenormand, who won the Euros.
Sadly कुछ चीज़ हो रही है, पंगा सा पड़ रहा है, but do drop down the score predictions below. Let's see. आज अपने आ रहे हैं. Okay, so just start होने पे है आज की starting lineup है Tom Heaton. ये कुछ changes क्यों लग रहे हैं मुझे? ये कौन आया है? What is this? Oh, Enzo Maresca भी अभी 1-0 पे चल रहा है with Inter. टीम तो ये कौन आया था हाथ मिलाने? कमर्सन लग रहा था. But the lineup is Tom Heaton, Yoro, Maguire, Heaven, Luke Shaw, Santos, Mount, Ahmad is back, Shea Lacey starts, Mbumo and Patrick Dorgu. उनके टीम से तो भाई लुकमन पता है, कोक पता है, लेनॉर्मैंड, हैंको, ओब्लाक. जो विंग्स पे जितने भी खेल रहे भाई किसी को नहीं जानता, और एक स्ट्राइकर मार्टिन करके. अब क्या ही बताया, तो नो आइडिया.
Manchester United playing against him.
Come on United, yes, Mubarak bro. It's all Manchester United today. Drop down your score predictions -3.
But yeah, he's somebody that the forward line will have to counteract today.
Really looking forward to this game. Heard Michael Carrick talking about he just now wants layers to go on top of the baseline that they've already created in terms of fitness, but also in terms of quality and technique. They were the other two things that Michael Carrick called for.
Yeah, pre-season is all about progression. It's all about getting mileage into the
It's
legs.
all about progression, as the commentator said. भाई पिछला मैच फाइनल था तो आपकी progression क्या है? 7-0?
Then
8-0?
you start, when things start to you get that mileage into the legs, if you like, then the quality comes through because you've got that confidence and you've got that little bit of extra sharpness that you hope to build on to be able to, you know, to produce patterns of play that will lead you into the opposition's final third.
Is that what Michael Carrick means, do you think, when he talks about technique? Is those patterns, those structures that you put in defensively to make sure that you
आज की next week की reports भी ये आ रही हैं कि that upcoming this week Matthias Cunha, Bruno Fernandes and Igor Tudor, that most of them will be returning this week. Next week we face PSG, 2-time consecutive Champions League winners. Come on United! The game starts.
Appreciate the game starting. Manchester United against Atletico Madrid.
Snapdragon Cup is here.
Sweden.
Strawberry Arena नाम है apparently इस stadium का भाई. ये नया सुना है.
Stockholm, a fantastic city. If you've not been, I highly recommend it. The next game for Manchester United in Gothenburg. Gothenburg is another beautiful city, and again, would recommend it. Went to see Bruce Springsteen in Gothenburg. It was
Santa's had drop between defenders type start
in
कर
the
रहा है.
same stadium that Jonathan Edwards set the triple jump world record.
आज Zirkzee को drop करके एक kind of big statement दी है.
Meanwhile, we are in the beginning throes of this
I
one.
don't
As
like
Lenny Yoro heads
Zirkzee.
this forward and
पिछले
now
मैच में
gets
गोल
his
तो दे
first
दिया.
touch of the game, retreating back towards Tom Heaton. Tom, such an important
कितनी
part of
बड़ी
the
shots
Manchester
पहन
United
रखी है
dressing
हमारी.
room in terms
ऐसा लग रहा है भाई वो जो
of setting the standards, the culture,
होते नहीं थे big boing type वाले लोग जो एकदम नीचे रखते थे अपनी
playing for
shots.
Manchester United is and what that
वैसा
means,
लग रहा है.
able to convey that in a decent human being as well. Very much so.
We'll still do a great job between the sticks, by the way.
Yeah, certainly the case. Saw that pre-season last season.
Mbumo and Chialisia starting up top as a 2.
Sharing the duties between himself and Radek Vitek, who has been
4-4-2 खेल रहे
very
हैं.
impressive as well.
Oh, nice.
Turned over by Manchester United and Shea Lacey. So
अबे
waiting for his marker, but
Chialisia यार
closed down.
डॉर्गू को देनी थी.
Mason Mount steps in midfield. Andre
good
Santos
start,
holding
eh?
out. Ahmad picks up possession. Ahmad wanted the pass out to the left-hand side, but Dorgu had come narrow, so fires it out
Good
to the
play.
feet of Luke Shaw. Retreats to Aiden Heaven, who thumps the left-footed
जो
pass
जो
to
यहाँ है,
Noah.
do drop down your predictions. क्या लगता है? Top match है. पिछला match तो 5-0 था.
Positive with the ball at their feet.
Yeah,
अब क्या है? -3-2.
a good test for Shea Lacey as well. He's not come up against teams the calibre of Atletico Madrid.
Alright. Steps in, Lookman. It's on the end of that. Fontana in midfield. Koke chasing it down, but back it goes to his opposite captain, Harry Maguire.
Snapdragon का भी अच्छा सा भाई. Trophy list नहीं जाने चाहिए.
Turned away by Lenormand. Just a little tug on the sleeve there. Mason Mount.
Mason Mount भाई so far तो अच्छा रहा है. Hope so. Finally injury free रहे. अगर नहीं रहता भाई उसे ये सब निकालो.
It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be.
3 साल हो गए थे.
That'd be helpful if it was.
2023 season आया था शायद.
I don't think it. Well, it'd be helpful to the viewers, I suppose. I don't know.
Whether
I don't know.
you're not playing in the Champions League for a little while, whether a Champions League referee might just help you out in terms of getting used to that. Because they are refereed differently, aren't they? Premier League and Champions League.
Yes, agreed. But then, if you strip everything away, you know, this is still just a pre-season.
Interception अच्छी कर रहे हैं आज start में.
Lenny Yoro.
लाइक यूरो अमार
Trickery.
लेसी माउंट सबने अच्छी इंटरसेप्शंस ऑलरेडी कर ली
To get there, so now he's charging back. Ortiz. So Harry Maguire.
Magu भैया
Harry Maguire is going to be penalised, and I think the referee has been duped into that one. I think when we see the replay, Harry Maguire is having his shirt pulled. We'll take another look at it here. As Ortiz gets away, as he steps across, fistful of Maguire's shirt, and they both go tumbling to the ground.
Yeah.
free kick on the left side for Atletico Madrid
Communication from Tom Heaton. Set piece from Atletico Madrid. Near post, flicked header, blocked by Mason Mount behind for the ball.
good block by Mason Mount
It was a dangerous ball into the near post, but he went
बहुत
with
अच्छी
it.
बॉल थी कि हल्का सा फ्लिक आता गोल था
Unmistakable. It.
handball
Short corner. And now Ortiz lifts it in. It's a brilliant
goal
header.
क्या खड़ा देख रहा है भाई
Atletico
टॉम
Madrid in the
हिटन
front.
what the fuck is he
Cross
doing
Of real quality from Arnau Ortiz. Flicked home to give the
what the
visitors a
fuck
1-0
is Tom Heaton
advantage.
doing भाई खड़ा देख रहा है बस
I'm not so sure whether there was a touch. If you look at Tom Heaton, I think he might have been expecting some sort of contact.
Defenders भी
with
खड़े
the
खड़े
with
देख
the
रहे हैं
walls,
कुछ नहीं कर
as
रहे
we very often see when crosses come in like that and they're whipped in at the far post. Nobody gets a touch and
poor
just
defending
goes in
from
on its
set
own.
piece
The replay will tell us more. I'm not so sure. Still a little bit inconclusive for me. But one thing that isn't is that I don't think he touched
किसी
it.
ने टच नहीं करा पूरी
But
आराम
it
से
is a-
स्विंग
it
इन
is a
होती
really
जैसे
good
गई
ball
है
into the box by Arnau Ortiz.
poor defending
Excellent ball, header, which never was, catching everybody out. Manchester United are behind.
He's celebrating it like a
स्टार्ट
champion.
अच्छी थी बट ये डिफेंडिंग पूरी घटिया
Second time that Manchester United have been behind in this pre-season campaign. It was an early goal that came in against Wrexham as well, wasn't it? Smith scoring that one. Losing ball didn't trouble the scorers, and now Manchester United have to find a way back from 1-0 down.
भाई कोई एटलेटिको का फैन भी नहीं है इसमें
It's out there.
पूरी फ्रेंडली में
These pre-season games are
All Man United.
preparation for the start of the new season.
और ये ऐसा भी नहीं कि इंग्लैंड में मैच हो रहा है
Very least you can go back in a video, take a look at that, and you've got a baseline to look at. Was there a problem? Is there something that we did wrong? And if there is, can we fix it? If there wasn't anything that could have been done, then at least you can turn around and say, you know, nothing we could have done about it.
Well, this is the time to do it.
स्टार्ट अच्छी करी अपना भी चांस कर सकते थे बट वो बैक पास
Forward again from Luke Shaw.
ओई टॉम
He's
हिटन
only
क्या
just
कर रहा है
right.
भाई
Took that on very early, the youngster, didn't he?
रिमूव हिम फॉर
I
लाइक
think he
वी टेक ले आओ
perhaps saw that there was an opportunity there with Tom Heaton slightly off his line. We'll have a look at that goal again. It wasn't a touch. And it just bamboozled Tom Heaton. I think he
Poor
was
from
expecting some sort of contact.
बुढ़ापा दिख रहा है 40 कुछ का है वो भी शायद
Say youngster, he's 24 years old. He was the top scorer for Atletico Madrid last season in Atletico Madrid's BT. An official first team appearance.
आज तक वैसे just for a fact Manchester United has never defeated Atletico not even in friendly सारे मैच या तो ड्रॉ या डिफीट है
Atletico.
दो तो एक तो ड्रॉ था at
Vargas.
वो
Some Luke Shaw.
Atletico Stadium and they defeated us at Old Trafford शायद that is and one friendly में मिलते उसमें भी बंदे मिलते
This
हैं
season, Luke Shaw. 38 of 38 in the Premier League.
अगले मैच से तो शायद से टीलेमैन्स Bruno सबको खिला देगा ये रुकेगा नहीं
We're talking about, he's covered an exceptional amount of ground. He's done really well in his opening two fixtures in a Manchester United shirt. Only just turned 22. Still growth and development available in him.
Yeah, there is. There are signs of how he reads the game. Look like Casemiro. Just push him in and I've been really impressed with him.
शियाल इसी बात फुल ऑन आगे छोड़ा हुआ है कैंप पोजीशन पे राज विंगर नहीं खेल रहा है
Loro. Amat. You can see, can't you, that with Amat
बाकी
being
बुस
right on the
वैसे है
right-hand
क्या
side,
चल रहा है कैसा है
Bruce
सब
Ryan Burma this
Oi, oi, oi,
opportunity to
oi.
roll inside him.
एम्बूमो
Bruce
भैया
Ryan Burma, back it comes to Mason
Come on,
Mount. Now
God.
up to Amat. Takes his time. Mason Mount's going to swing the cross towards the back post.
Oi! What a shot!
From the Manchester United left back.
High
Brilliant save from
safety.
Jan Oblak.
What a shot!
Lovely build-up.
Brilliant cross from
Spotted, there was an
Mount.
overload
क्या
at the back
shot
post, Mason
था
Mount. And
वॉली पे
imagining that
पूरा
that shot gave Patrick Dorgan a shout, connected beautifully, knew very little about it, Oblak, but strong enough hands to push it over the bar.
Self-preservation, I think, from Jan Oblak.
एम्बूमो
Getting his
भैया की
hands up to
बूम बूम
protect
बड़ी
his
हो गई
face,
है
it was arrowing
बहुत स्लो हो
towards
गए
him.
आज वैसे नई जर्सी में खेल रहा हूँ ब्लू वाली लेनी है
Ryan Burma.
वेट पे होंगे बस
Set-piece delivery from Burma has been brilliant in this pre-season so far, and the referee's just got a little bit of sorting out to do. Harry Maguire wrestled to the ground by Lenormand, I think. Yes. Lucas Vargas.
No, you're right, it was Lenormand.
Referee. Keeping the dialogue open with the players on the field. Ryan Burma's left-footed delivery.
एम्बूमो क्रॉस
Good ball in towards the back post and Lenny
Aye,
Yoro's hit us just
Lenny
wide.
Yoro off target.
And again, it's a
वहाँ से
brilliant
save
ball
कर
in
लेता
from
है सब
Ryan
लोग
Burma, and Lenny Yoro
nothing different
scooting around the back. It's a big forehead to it, but pushes it wide.
Yeah, good delivery from Burma, straight across that 6-yard box.
Becky did,
Oblak
yeah.
came and then retreated. I think it was maybe player that went down in front of him, Lenny Yoro, came at him very quickly.
Stretching forward too, wasn't he? Good start though, for Manchester United.
स्टार्ट अच्छी है सच्ची में बस वही है फाइनल चैंपियन क्या हो गया ना आपको
Burma closing down. Oblak moves to the normal. Make sure. Here's the throw in. It's a call from the referee. So you hear the double sound. Andre Santos.
और
Mason Mount. Swapped across to Lenny Yoro. And that's
एम्बूमो भैया यार एम्बूमो अपनी छोटी कर लो भारी पड़ती जा रही है स्लो हो गया एयरसन ड्राफ्ट कौन
a little unlucky that Shea Lacey is unable to reel that one in. And that was Koke to get things moving. Dominguez. Fouled by Dorgu.
डिएगो सिमियोनी की आज भी क्या हमें 5 दफा टैक्टिक्स देखने मिलेंगी पूरा मैच
Just catches the back of his heels.
Does that answer your question about it being read like a Champions League game? 100%. Because I think if it had been, he would have been in the book for that.
ओए नाइस बॉल फ्रॉम शियालेसी
Dorgu.
डॉगो स्लो क्यों हो गया
Got outside of his area. He continues to close down.
क्लोज करता सच्ची में भाई पूरा ओब्लैक फुल ऑन विंग्स पूरा बाहर लेसी की प्यारी विजन थी वो
Knight steps in and steals that away. It's the other side to Ahmad's game that sometimes gets overlooked, isn't it? His ability to track back and make those tackles.
He works extremely hard, his fitness levels are excellent. He doesn't neglect his defensive duties.
A little bit of a break since the Ivory Coast were out of the World Cup tournament. benefit, isn't it, for some of these Manchester United players that are coming back, is that fitness levels haven't really dropped. There's only so much fitness that you can lose in 3 weeks. The downside to that is, of course, fatigue.
चैंपियंस लीग बॉल से खेल रहे हैं ये चैंपियंस लीग बॉल लग रही है पूरी स्टार्स फुल ऑफ स्टार्स मैं ऑलरेडी करा रहे हैं हमें after so many years हम आ गए finally
Relatively quiet season, of course, for Manchester United last time out. Just the 40 games in all competitions. Be decidedly more than that in the upcoming campaign.
इस सीजन तो 48 तो है ही guaranteed
Guaranteed 48 for a starter.
हाँ हैरी मैगवायर भैया उनकी किसी ने बैक फ्लिप देखे यार हो तो चैट में अगर ड्रॉप करने हो लिंक कि बाकी सब भी देख सके भाई ओय 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 आई फाउल फाउल है राइट एट द एज ऑफ द बॉक्स
Immediately goes for the free kick. It's good football to put a player in that position.
Lovely ball through the lines from Andre Santos, purposeful. Got a lot of margin for error there. It's a great touch from both Mbeumo and Mason Mount. Certain foul on the edge of the box.
The set from Mbeumo to Mason Mount. Mason Mount just wants to give it him straight back. Mbeumo brought to ground. Well, there's a couple on the pitch that can hit these. Shea Lacey is included in that. We've seen him score some.
शिया लेसी लेगा या अमार्ड ले सकता है अमार्ड दिख रहा है
looks to be in pole position.
वो ब्लैक को यहाँ से भी शिया लेसी को कितने दे रहे हैं है भी नहीं वो माउंट एम्ब्रूमो अमार्ड
Ahmad, who is hiding directly behind Ryan Mbeumo.
एम्बूमो साइड चला गया माउंट और अमार्ड है ओय 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 ओय
somehow kept out by Jan Oblak.
राइट ऑन लाइन भाई उसके पैरों में टकिंग बॉल
He decided to go low. There was a little deflection.
Deflection आई थी
the other way. Jan Oblak, but not enough to carry it over the line.
भाई दो चांसेस आए हैं जिसमें ओब्लाक ने बचाया है एटलेटिको को
Incredible journey for Ademola Lookman. Not seen too much of him in the game so far. Started out as a Charlton youth team player. Everton.
प्ले तो अच्छा चल रहा है यार
on loan.
लेसी
Leicester.
अमार्ड ऑफ
Atalanta.
लेसी अच्छा चल रहा है इंटरेस्टिंग थैंक यू फॉर द लाइक्स ब्रदर्स एंड सिस्टर्स जो भी देख रहे हैं
Big outstretched leg.
मैं भी खुद को दे दूं जरा थोड़ी मोटिवेशन मिले डू ड्रॉप अ फॉलो यार एज वेल जीतते हो बहुत अच्छा लगेगा
Was given a foul after the ball had been played. Someone can think of anything about it.
You thought something because I was scratching my head. You can see Atletico, as they move forward, are in a 3 at the back. As Ruggieri looks to push up on the left wing. And Manchester United out of possession. Look, 4, a flat front 4, as they try and squeeze Atletico Madrid. Requires a lot of running that because now everybody's got to get back into position. And now everybody's got to go the other way, the other side back.
स्टार्ट तो काफी अच्छी है बस वही है स्कोर लाइन उल्टी दिख रही है
Atletico Madrid then.
Yeah. It's pretty much the first time it's been evident though, because apart from that one ball that they put into the box that they scored from,
5-3-2 खेल रही है एटलेटिको भी।
Being in United's half.
Here's a foul.
क्या हो गया मेरी नाक को भाई,
Castillo.
खुजली हो जा रही बार। माउंट का अच्छा टर्न।
Oh, with a lovely touch around the corner, looking for Mason Mount.
अरे?
Looking to toe to it, finds it back into
फायर बैक हुई माउंट से भाई पूरे
Now
की
Shaw.
बचा दिया
Shaw
एटलेटिको
out to Dorgu. Shaw continues his run. Dorgu tucks it inside to Lacey. Lacey lifts it to the corner flag. Shea Lacey just gets crowded out of it in the end. Connor, and he says otherwise.
मस्त है वैसे मैच। हो तो भाई देख लो,
You've played him,
बहुत फन मिलेगा। ढूंढ रहे हो कुछ भी कर रहे हो, पैसे दे दो, क्या जा रहा है। इंडियन मनी है, फैन कोड ऑन, इंडिया में फैन कोड पे चल रहा है। अच्छा सस्ते में दे रहे हैं, पूरा 200 रुपये में कुछ है। क्या है, 2-3 दिन का खाना छोड़ दो बाहर का, घर का नहीं बाहर का। MU टीम पे देखते हो तो 500 रुपये का है। बाकी मैचों का देखिए साइड बाय साइड क्या चल रहा है। सिटी 1-1 ड्रॉ पे ही है।
Interception. Doesn't quite come off. Carey, he's going to get there. Keeps it in brilliantly. Delivers left
अरे
footed.
अरे क्या हो रहे हैं, 2 मिनट नजर क्या उठा रहे हैं। एटलेटिको इन द बॉक्स।
Unconventional clearance, but
कल तो वैसे बारसा भी रात में मैच था शायद।
that's what he intended to do.
हाँ रात में बारसा भी हार गई बर्मिंघम सिटी से ऑन पेनल्टीज। आज चेल्सी हारी है अगेंस्ट टॉटनहम, हु वर डाउन टू 10 men। पुअर फ्रॉम जावी मेरे सच्चे बोल रहे हैं, ओवररेटेड कोच है। जो वो लेवरक्यूज़न का इनविंसिबल सीजन था भाई, उसमें कितने मैचेस वो लास्ट सेकंड पे लेके गया। लास्ट सेकंड मोमेंटम था बस, उससे ले गया, वरना वो कुछ खास है नहीं।
Pressure, so too Koke, but swept out to
बाकी तो और कोई अभी चल नहीं रहा। अच्छे वाला मैच डॉर्टमुंड 1-0 जीते अगेंस्ट FC टोक्यो।
the Italian. Decent amount.
यही है।
Another player that we have spoken about in every game and said identical things, but has a huge role to play for Manchester United this season. Certainly, if he's going to be utilised in this deeper position that Michael Carrick has played him in all 3 pre-season games so far.
Yeah, really intelligent footballer, though, more than capable of playing a little bit deeper. We know he can play the number 10, we know he can come in off the wide areas, but he's another one that has impressed during this pre-season. He just seems to be playing a little bit further forward than Andre Santos.
सेस्को भी आज जल्दी आ रहा है। Want to see him play. वो इंजरी गलत कर दी, कोनाटे ने इंजर करके भाग गया।
Moments ago that led to that free kick. It's a good example of it.
ओय what a ball.
Dorgu's onto it, looks to back, and the offside flag goes
Offside.
up against the Dane, but he's rapid. I would imagine that this is very tight.
Very tight.
फुल ऑफ है, टाइट क्या।
It did look it.
His feet were offside. It's just the rest of him that strayed past the line. How? I mean, we'll find out more as the season goes on when Michael Carrick plays these players in the positions. But Kobbie Mainoo returning from the World Cup, Tielemans returning from the World Cup, Andre Santos, Mason Mount. You've got 4 players there for 2 positions.
गंदा फाउल।
You heard Ben's reaction. Thomas Martin has gone down, holding his face, but I think that Aidan Evans just holding him off, isn't he?
Well, okay, there was an arm up, but is that enough to knock him off his feet? It's a little bit embarrassing. I don't even think it was a foul, to be perfectly honest with you. I think he just, like you said, he got his body there and his arms were up for balance.
कमेंटेटर्स गन बायस है अपनी इसके म्यूटी भी
Boots for Mason
क्लियर
Mount.
कट फाउल है, यहाँ पर ऐसे हाथ रख के पीछे कर रहा है।
It'll be fascinating to see who plays where and what combinations that Michael Carrick decides to go with, because you've got so many options now, haven't you? Tielemans a player that can play in either position. Mason Mount, who can play in either position. Kobe Mainu, who is probably more of an 8 than a 6, but can play in either position. And Andre Santos, who's your genuine 6 from what we've seen so far. Is it? Header by Aidan Heaven.
It's a genuinely really good headache for Michael Carrick to have.
Manchester United trying to break forward with real pace, but Atletico Madrid tucking back in.
We're Man United and we're never gonna
Well contested.
We've seen it.
A goal down.
We won the
Free kick saved by the legs of Oblak. Luke Shaw's effort saved by Oblak. And Luke Shaw's effort again has to be punched in the air by the goalkeeper. Touch is exemplary. Referee gets in the way. Luke Shaw. That's just the question of the official.
How do referees get in the way?
बीच में आ गए बीच में अच्छा शॉट पे जा रही थी
Guessing it's a bone of contention for them.
Lacey on wings
Shea Lacey. Santos back to Lacey. Lacey looking for a bit of room. To Aidan Heaven.
You need to give it again then as well.
Good strength from Aidan Heaven.
लॉन्ग रेंज गोल आएगा फीलिंग आ रही है आज जैसे जैसे पोजीशनों में आ रहे हैं
To Patrick Dorgan. This is promising from Manchester United. Great footwork from Patrick Dorgan. Draws the foul and a free kick on the corner of the penalty.
I'm not so sure that Carlos Martin, after the way he went down, has got
A leg to stand on.
not really no.
He's got that hog in his
Hog his
head.
head again.
ये कार्लोस चाहिए अब की बारी में
Wonderful feat from Patrick Dorgan, isn't it? Yeah, trickery to get
उसके
past him.
सिर एकदम पीछे ऐसे कि यहाँ सिर है डॉक्टर का सिर पकड़ के ऐसे पीछे
Sensational.
आर्सेनल इंस्पायर्ड
Under that much pressure, somebody so close to you. Fantastic touch.
I've seen we've had a couple of saves, haven't we, from Jan Oblak? Luke Shaw on the one with his legs from the Jan free kick. It's a big feel that probably deserve to be Mason Mount. All the way by Ruggieri. Hit that with his fourth. That came off the top of his head. He's slightly discombobulated for a second or two because they hurt when they come right off the top of your bounce. Sure. We made it the opening quarter, Ben.
I think United have been a better team. I
By
really do.
far
I think the
better.
goal that we've conceded is one of those great goals that you do see many times a season, but there's just nobody really to blame. It's just one of them things that happens. We see it time and time again. But Oblak's been busier than Tom Heaton, that is for sure.
Heaven to Maguire.
पूरा प्रेसिंग कर रही है एटलेटिको अच्छा
Pull Atletico Madrid out of their shape. Possession from Michael Carrick's side has been excellent.
Aye, nice ball.
Here they go again. Lenny Yoro.
प्रेस को बीट कर अच्छा
Burmo.
एम्बूमो यार
Away from his marker. Here comes the foul. It's Atletico Madrid going in the opposite direction. So, Atletico Madrid side is made, isn't it, in the mould of Diego Simeone. You can see when it gets deep into tournaments, their ability to master the
एम्बूमो ये
dark arts of the
लास्ट
game
सीजन के स्टार्ट
is
वाला
exceptional. I
फॉर्म
haven't seen an
इतना
awful lot of that
sexy
in this game,
खेलता
but
था
you can certainly tell that
AFCON के बाद से पूरा डाउन हो गया
influence over this Atletico Madrid side is for all to be spotted more than a decade now.
ओए नाइस प्रेस फ्रॉम अमर
To Yoro. First time to
Lacey.
Shea Lacey.
Oh, yeah.
Bomo's header is just wide. Wonderful footwork from Shea Lacey to twist around and get the delivery in.
What a ball.
Bomo on the run, met it, but couldn't get it on target.
Superb, and it all starts with Ahmad. His ability to close down, and not just close down, but win his team possession. And then Shea Lacey, it's a fabulous ball. Little touch, gets himself in front.
Just कितना सा
So
दूर.
lucky Brian and Vermont. Again, another really, really good move from United.
For those that maybe didn't see too much under 21s football over the last couple of seasons, hang on just 1 second.
Lacey यार.
Shea Lacey,
Beauty.
we're used to seeing him play out on that right-hand side as an inverted winger, so he's a left-footed right winger, but has the ability to go inside or outside. As you've just seen, can deliver a wonderful ball left-footed,
Atletico
but is
के
equally capable
गिने
of going
चुने
on the
6
outside
fans.
and crossing with his right.
Yeah, and it's a terrific trait to have as well, because it really throws questions to the defenders. When you know that you're coming up against someone that favours one foot over the other, then I'm not saying it's always easy, but you know what sort of body position to take to counteract it.
It's a lovely reverse from Shea Lacey as well. Looking for
Ambo भैया
I
वापस
think we're trying to
लो.
help that into the path of Ahmad, but Ahmad did check back to try and give some support. Then Yoro wins it. Shea Lacey picks it up. Control, first time pass to Yoro. Yoro back to Lacey. Lacey
अरे
wants to
यार.
give it back to the
बहुत
Frenchman.
प्यारा खेल रहे हैं.
Intercepted and brought away. Some of the football has been fabulous.
Yeah,
प्यारा खेल रहे हैं
what's
यार.
really impressed me more than anything is the work rate.
एम्बो भैया बस स्लो रह रहे हैं.
They're just not allowing Atletico Madrid any time to settle.
Alright, you know.
Manchester United
Hard to
side is
believe
missing
it's not
7 or 8 players.
scores. It's
World
Carrick.
Cup duty.
You
It's the
know.
same situation for
Hard to believe
Atletico
it's
Madrid.
not scores.
Sure.
It's Carrick. You know.
Ortiz. Castillo. I apologise. Just puts the brakes on. Not sure.
भाई इनके राइट वाला प्योर प्रॉपर डाइवर है.
Dominguez. Again, it's good pressure for Manchester United. Again, Atletico Madrid unable to find a way through. I heard Michael Carrick before the game. He's very pleased with the way the pre-season has gone so far. Knows that he's getting players back. Strengthen even further.
खेल तो बहुत
Manchester
अच्छा
United
है.
currently without Diogo Dalot, Bruno Fernandes, Luis Mazraoui,
खेल तो काफी नाइस रहे यार आज.
Bobby Mainu,
मैच नहीं देख रहे तो यार देखो सच्ची फैन हो जाओगे. Carrick ball चल रही है.
Robbins,
पोजीशन अच्छा, प्ले अच्छा,
Ugarte
सब
unfortunately
अच्छा.
injured, Lisandro Martinez, losing finalist in the World Cup, won't be back for another couple of weeks. Benjamin Šeško, it's a side that has got an awful lot of quality left to come into it there.
सेस्को के लिए नेक्स्ट सीजन बहुत अच्छा है.
I think he's beaten it this time.
And so do I, and Brighton Burma waiting in the middle. Patrick Dorgu just couldn't quite get his feet
जल्दी
sorted
दे
out.
देते हैं
Finds the
अंदर
cross in and he's
क्रॉस.
got behind for the corner.
गोल का चांस बन
I
जाता.
think Tanguy's done perfectly on that occasion. Certainly has. You can see the bottom of the screen.
यहाँ भी दे देनी थी इसे.
I think it was.
It's Dominguez that steps out.
Yeah, it was. It was.
Mason Mount. He'll take it off in the corner. Oh, there's something between the
Oh,
Comes in from heaven. It's only just wide again. There's more chaos inside the 18-yard box. He didn't have to wait for the replay on the big screen.
I mean, he does, and if you watch,
Maguire versus Norman क्या चल रहा है? अलग ही.
I don't know, Mike.
कुछ
He's
ही दे देंगे
obstructing
इधर.
Harry Maguire getting to that back post.
crazy. thought all that sort of shenanigans were supposed to be being stamped out.
I'm sure you get away with that. When the header comes back across goal like that from Aiden Heaven, and there's a chance that Harry Maguire's going to get there. I think if you've got a video assistant referee, they're taking a little look at that in a minute.
Certainly.
Brilliant from Mason Mount.
Lacey Jadada.
And that's Lacey on the run. Lacey waits for a commitment, comes back inside to Mason Mount. Whips back into midfield. Maguire
To Lacey.
to Lacey.
Lacey to Maguire.
Manchester United have got
Maguire to
everybody
Amanda
committed forward here. Ahmad takes over up against Ruggieri. Goes down under the tackle.
Yeah.
He says no foul.
And there's an assistant on this near side as well that should really have spotted that.
Looked a little late, didn't he? Just a little slow to get to his feet, but he pops back up.
Straight on the top of his foot.
Stepping through your foul in game.
5 yards away.
He spotted it from a far greater distance. He just checks his shoulder before he starts the press. Makes the right decision and just retreats 5 yards. Interesting here is looking at the positions that these Manchester United players are taking up. So Brian Burmo is currently filling in left wing. Patrick Dorg, who's acting as centre forward at the moment. We've seen the quality that he possesses.
रेस बहुत अच्छा कर रहे हैं आज. चांस नहीं दे रहे एटलेटिको ब्रीथ करने का.
They're making it really
और अभी तो अपनी क्या मेजर टीम नहीं आई है. ब्रूनो, सेस्को, कुनिया,
lining up and
टीलेमंस
getting
भी
ready
अब
to
तो
go with the press, and it's
Dalot
forcing Madrid to go
pressing तो कर
eventually
लेता है.
long.
I don't like
There's
him but
nothing else
pressing
on.
बहुत अच्छी है उसकी.
And you give the possession straight back, and that's all because of the pressure that's being applied. And this is a good team we're talking about as well, that are not able to beat the press or to keep the ball.
United with their own back three here, made up of Andre Santos and then two centre-backs, Heaven and Maguire. And Burma. It's away from his marker. And Mason Mount. Mason Mount clutched one forwards towards Lenny Yoro, who's made the run. Lifted away. Retreating.
वापस से बॉल में सीधा ही बाय मार्ट दिस टाइम. मैं पूरा ड्रॉप डीप अच्छा करता है.
Superb.
कि चांस नहीं देना उन्हें.
Ivorian with boundless energy. Lacey. See, he wants to try and squeeze that through to Lenny Yoro.
बाकी सबके क्या है? What all yours comments on game so far यार?
Ringing with confidence, the young man. The scoring for Manchester United in the game against Rosenborg.
Aye,
To open up the
ये
goal
गंदा.
himself. To strike in the left-footed effort.
Aye.
Dispatched by Lenny Yoro.
That's 37 minutes. I think that's the first time either of us have mentioned Lookman, apart from when you were going through where he's been on his footballing journey. But in this first half, he's just been. Well, he's not, I can't remember him touching the ball apart from that, and Lenny Yoro took it off him.
It's a good tackle from Lenny Yoro too. Times those very well, doesn't he?
What a ball that is.
Washed
Into
away.
strike onto the left foot for Patrick Dorgu. He is fouled. Referee gives the free kick.
Another free kick on the left side. वापस पॉप इन होगी.
Yeah. Was it around his knees?
Joshua Sirks. भाई ये बंदा कोई आ रहा है स्टैंड्स में खड़ा है भाई स्पीकर वगैरह के पास भाई
16 years old.
वो ये खिलौता है जो भाई स्टैंड्स का है
From the academy set up. Luke Shaw. And it comes in. Again,
Ball
top
is
of it.
just
Again, Manchester
super.
United with a really good ball into the penalty area. And Euro with another attempt. This time misses the front of the goal.
Yeah, it's a great ball. He was unlucky, Lenny Yoro, to come through a crowd of players. Well, to get his head on it.
इनका डोमिनिकस काफी लंबा लग रहा है राइट बैक है शायद
I mean, if this was an actual competitive game, you'd feel aggrieved sitting here, wouldn't you, that United still haven't scored. But there's so many other positives that you can take from it.
What do you mean if it was I'm sitting here feeling aggrieved.
Aye, what a tackle from
Euro
Euro.
finds Hamas.
Oi, 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 oi.
Lenny Euro.
Ja, ja,
Lenny
ja,
Euro
ja.
to the byline, stands up across towards the back post. Left alone to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw fires in the left foot in a big deflection.
Whoa.
And behind it
What
goes.
this tackle?
Again, Manchester United knocking on the door. The Atletico Madrid goal.
Euro, you're fantastic.
And that communication must have been there between Dogu and Luke Shaw.
Gets a big shout, doesn't he?
Yeah.
वापस से प्यारा शॉट
Oh.
Yeah.
हैंड
Yeah,
बॉल
I was
नहीं
taking a
होता
look at that one as well.
नहीं होता हाथ पीछे थे पूरे
Burmo with another good delivery, this time too
Catch.
close to Jan Oblak.
भाई गेम तो अच्छी है ये
Bowled out through the middle. Lookman. So now, penalised. Castillo goes down. Look of shock on Andre Santos' face. I think it tells the story of the situation. Here.
Where's the ball there? It's a clean tackle for me.
He's got 2 touches on the ball. Lookman.
आई नाइस नाइस नाइस
Goodness.
डॉर्गो है यार फाइनल शॉट इनके इतने घटिया क्यों है लेसी वंस अगेन है प्यारी बॉल
A lovely ball from Shea Lacey. He just wanted to try and create that one extra touch, didn't he, to get it plump on his left foot.
Amat brings the cross in. Atletico Madrid are under the cosh somewhat.
ओई what a tackle लेसी अगेन
They've not been able to settle.
एटलेटिको को वो लकी गोल मिल गया और ना भाई कुछ नहीं कर रहा
Better
पूरा
football. Jesper Blomqvist said he wanted to see some tackles, so there you go.
Sorted it for you, Jesper. From Zara, Jesper Blomqvist coming at half time in this game. But I think with 2.5 minutes of the first half remaining, Manchester United will be feeling that not only should they be level, but they should probably be in front. They've been remarkably unlucky. Some good saves from Oblak. Dubious wrestling
गेम
in
तो
the penalty
बहुत
area from
अच्छे
set
थे
pieces.
डिजर्व टू बी लीडिंग
Given
बट
Atletico
लक
just-
अपना है ही नहीं भाई फाइनल थर्ड में वी नीड टू इम्प्रूव द फाइनल थर्ड
Tackle.
What a
Tom
save.
Heaton, who dives on top of the ball. Sniffs out the danger. Well, just as we were saying, not a sniff. There's one, but Tom Heaton equal to it.
Brilliant save, you know. All right, it's not point blank, but it's close enough with the pace that he hit it at. It's a really good save.
मंगो भैया मेरे को ऐसे क्यों लग रहा है वापस 2020 वाले बन गए हैं वो स्लॉपी टाइप से.
Still looking at borders inside the penalty area. Whipped in the other way well by Patrick Dorgan, who climbs highest. There it comes. Again, good defending from Manchester United to force Atletico Madrid back to halfway. Plenty to be pleased about in the first half then.
Hugely. It's been a really impressive performance against what we do know and always will do are going to be very, very difficult opposition, and they've been second best Atletico Madrid by some distance, but yet, looking at the clock, they will go in leading.
Diego Simeone
Which is
to
secondary
stop
at
over
this stage. We know the number of chances that United have created.
And how many they've limited Atletico Madrid to. I think both ends of the field, United have been really impressive in this opening half. And you can see the shake of the head from Diego Simeone probably tells you everything that you need to know. Half-time rolls around and Atletico Madrid lead Manchester United. Now Ortiz's cross-come shot that didn't take any touch on the way through the penalty area that caught out Tom Heaton to give them the lead. But Manchester United came roaring
Oh,
back.
Man City penalties पे 3-1 हारी. Ryan Nuri missed. Zelensky scored. Kusanov missed. Pratesi missed. Nico Gonzalez missed. Mosconi scored. Echeverry scored. Laveli scored. भाई सब तीनों missed. Possession play खेला है पूरा उन्होंने apparently. अपने में बेंच पे है कमार्सन आएगा एक तो आर्मर आएगा अमास आएगा जे को आज लेके आ जाएगा.
It's the coldest knee slide I've ever seen.
I know, yeah. Everyone always mentions my knee slide. Yeah, I went to the opposite end. I went to the Liverpool fans. I know a lot of people liked it, but if I knew where I was in the stadium at the time, it just all a bit of a whirlwind, and I'd have gone to our fans, the away fans in the stadium. But no, it was a great feeling. I think just because of my time, and I've been here for 7 years, and to go to Anfield and we've not had the best results, and they've had the rough brand on us. To go there, and it'd have hurt me if I finished my career at Manchester United and not gone.
यहीं पे एंड कर रहा है यार. कोई आ ही नहीं रहा, कोई कुछ बोल नहीं रहा. आज पिछली बार ही बोल रहे थे, just point कर दिया. Psych. करेंगे, वापस आता हूँ अभी.
With Snapdragon, there's no limit to what you can do and what you can discover on the fastest PCs with multi-day battery life. Unlock your potential with Snapdragon at the heart of your PC.
Manchester United are famous for wearing our iconic red shirt, but there's another colour that we have a long history with.
And it comes. Oh, he struck it well! Oh, my word, what a goal! Van Nistelrooy, oh, what a goal! It's Rooney! Wayne Rooney for Manchester United! Van Nistelrooy's in here. It's Ruud Van Nistelrooy! This time he doesn't miss! Swings it in.
This is Manchester United's brand new away shirt from Adidas, and here are 5 facts about Manchester United in blue. Inspired by a shirt worn in the late 1980s, which United only wore in 3 matches. United have won 2 European finals in blue, the European Cup in 1968 and the Europa League in 2017. We even wore blue at Old Trafford against Olympiacos in October 2002. Another famous shirt was the 1992 League Cup winning shirt, which we brought back earlier this year.
The ball in play there for the clear game! A goal for Manchester United! Well, there we are, the first time.
United will wear our new away shirt in pre-season, and to watch all the games, be sure to subscribe to MUTV. To pick your shirt up, head to United Store today.
बाकी तो साइड बाय साइड ट्विटर वापस देखते हैं. क्या हो रहा है?
Half-time at the Strawberry Arena at Manchester United trail Atletico Madrid by a goal to nil, but it really does not tell the story of what we've seen. Here's the story of the first half.
अरे बंद काय हो गई? All right. So hello guys, here I am back. हाँ, बाकी अगर देखें क्या चल रहा है फीड पे, आज के तो भाई बड़ा सही खेले हैं सारे प्लेयर्स सो फार. If we see साइडमैन देखता हूँ मैं यार. फॉर साइडमैन फेथ हैंड ईथन आर एंगेज. भाई सारे ही एंगेज और मैरी हो रहे हैं यार. बड़ा हो गया हूँ मैं. 2016 से उन्हें देखता जा रहा हूँ. एक देखा है MUFC का है भाई पोस्ट. Some nice bits on the ball I'm seeing here. Still really don't like the Dorgu left wing idea, especially in these games where he's got less space, but Mount Santos is controlling well, protecting the middle of the ball, more zonal. Adding Dalot Hall, Tielemans to this build has me excited, and that's facts. Left wing का मेरे को है भाई Cunha जब आ जाएगा, that will be big. Cunha लेफ्ट विंग, अमाड एम्बूमो राइट विंग, शेस्को अप टॉप, वहाँ लेफ्ट विंग पे वो राइट विंग पे वो भी डाल दो, शियलेसी कैंप पे शियलेसी और ब्रूनो. बट मस्त. खेले तो बहुत अच्छे हैं यार. Jadon Sancho, 26-year-old, is still a free agent, training at 10-tier teams ground. No team is rushing to sign him. Football is unforgiving. That's what he deserves. जो अपना ईगो लेके आया, जो वो करता रहता था, क्या फ्रीडम करा था उसने? There's the freedom now. Hold that. सबको पता है इसका एटीट्यूड क्या है, सबको पता है इसकी बस पैसे का पीछे है अभी, सबको पता है खुद को बड़ा इतना समझता है बट है कुछ नहीं. माउंट हाइव सर्वाइविंग एट अनदर सीजन. और प्री सीजन अच्छा लग रहा है, बस वो ना हो क्या बोलते हैं एंड्रे पेरेरा जैसा था. Lacey is going to be a wonderful player this season for Manchester United if he sticks around. Like Ahmad, he isn't afraid to take any player on. Both-footed winger, can play central as well. Plays so quick and mentality is above most Manchester United academy players. Facts. Everton are interested in Man United talented striker Ethan Wheatley. Bet though, not worth it. लुइस हॉल के अभी पूरे पढ़ते जा रहे हैं धीरे धीरे. आई सीरियसली वांट टू सी हिम. ये डॉर्गो का गेम एक ख़त्म हुए लेफ्ट विंग का, एक हम कोई लेफ्ट विंग और भी ले आए हैं बिकॉज डॉर्गो लेफ्ट विंग चल गया बट नॉट दैट गुड. वो हमने अमरिम से शुरू हुआ था बट ही इज़ नॉट दैट गुड. लेफ्ट बैक पे बट अगर लुइस हॉल आ गया भाई, वो जो फॉरवर्ड जाके क्रॉसेस डालता है, ही कुड बी गुड. कुड भी क्या, बहुत प्यारा निकलेगा. Vinny Jr. entourage denies that the player has reached an agreement with Arsenal. Hey, Julian Brandt has gone to Ajax. कब कहाँ कैसे हुआ भाई, ये फ्री एजेंट था. I actually think we are doing slight disservice on Dorgu's development here. Was signed to be a left wing back, often played right wing at Lesh, and United are forcing this left wing thing. It will never look natural, and he doesn't have the brain of a winger, if that makes sense. Can hear that. Santos but अच्छा रहा है. First game उसकी थोड़ी sloppy सी रही, but after that he has been good. मैच का सेकंड हाफ आता हुआ वैसे
As the pre-season games push on, you will see more players playing more minutes. That's just inevitable. Whether we might even see 2, 3 or 4 of these players today going full 90, that remains to be seen. We have enough subs, but Michael Carrick will know that maybe there's a few players that he's quite happy to give 90 minutes to.
Well, one of the players that won't get 90 minutes because they're only just back at the football club is Amat, who will make way. Is going to be replaced on the field by Jack Fletcher. So,
Fletcher
a bit of a switch around will happen here. I would
Fletcher
imagine that will mean that Shea Lacey will push back out to a more recognised right wing position, and Jack will play in a more comfortable number 10 position for him. So that will mean Tom Heaton in goal, Shaw, Heaven, Maguire and Lenny Yoro across the back four. Mount and Santos continuing in the midfield. Dorgu, Fletcher and Lacey behind Brian and Burma. 3 changes coming for Atletico. So Jimenez is one, Mendoza is another, and the third change looks like Hulmand. Milton Hulmand. So those 3 onto the field. We'll figure out who's gone off just as soon as we can.
कीपर गए किनका हॉप लग गया है
Changing
अब मार सकते हैं क्या गोल
That is
बेटा मार ही चला गया यार
who is onto the field to replace Jan Oblak, who had a very good opening 45 minutes.
बस हमार गया
Boots to fill. Almost ready to go in the second half. Referee blows the whistle, and it is Atletico Madrid that get us underway.
Well, Ahmad can be extremely pleased with the 45 minutes he's put in, and he's come back for pre-season.
Lurking.
डोरगो अच्छा आगे भाग रहा है
This is Dominguez. Manchester United setting up in a very similar position. Similar situation. Atletico Madrid out to Lookman.
पहली बार ये लुकमन दिखा था भागता हुआ
To Hulman. Now to Hanko. Hulman. Lookman.
फ्लेचर के आने से माउंट आ गया है शायद
Thomas Martin.
नहीं विंग पे ही है फ्लेचर
So we think the 3 players that have gone off are Koke, Vargas and Lumumba then, yes? Is that what we're guessing at?
No, we're not guessing. I'm going to get that.
Alright, I thought you were saying no, I've got it wrong.
I would never say you're wrong.
That's a lie.
ये कमेंटेटर्स अलग ही
I
है
love it.
MUTV ये क्यों है ये
Offer than you do.
नए ढूंढो कोई
Love to point it out.
पीटर ड्रूरी को हायर कर लो सब के सब तुम्हारी MUTV की सब्सक्रिप्शन लेंगे
So that will mean that
सिर्फ ये मैन यूनाइटेड फैन नहीं सब के सब
back to replace the Normand. The other 2 come into midfield. And goes up. And Hulman. Hanko. Lacey's still playing that role at number 10, isn't he? And it is Jack Fletcher that's gone out on the
55%
right-hand
पोजीशन
side
है
to start
शॉट्स
with. I wonder whether that's a
कर तो अच्छा रहे हैं so far
couple of positions that will switch as we go through. Aiden Heaven, Luke Shaw. It's a good pass from Aiden Heaven. Luke Shaw was in one of those situations with and those were really tight to him, where the touch needed to be absolutely perfect, and it was an inch away from that before the ball was cleared away.
Yeah, you could see what he was trying with his first touch.
Press
He tried
अच्छा है
to
यार.
push the ball past him.
प्यारा.
John Fletcher's done well to get there. Mason Mount.
Good.
Three Atletico players around him. Somehow manages to keep the ball for United. Santos to Heaven. Heaven looks to thread that through to Shaw. It's a good touch to keep Atletico moving.
ये इनका Castillo क्या गिरता रहता है?
Castillo. Andre Santos back and making the
हर बात
challenge.
तो बस गिरता ही रहेगा.
Castillo and Ortiz were trying to cause Manchester United some problems. A little bit of afters, and the referee just wants everything to calm down. Actually, I think has given that yellow card to Aiden Heavenbit.
Okay. Is it for that?
Potentially. But we both asked each other the same question, probably suggests that neither of us have got a clue why the referees hadn't had the yellow card there, but the referees obviously played advantage, and once the advantage hasn't happened, has gone back to give Aiden
अब तो
Heavenbit
prediction में
the
से
yellow
3-2 भी
card.
तो लग नहीं रही वैसे तो. I think it will be round about 2-1 कुछ जाएगा. Either way could go.
Tom Heaton. Big fan of this blue kit for Manchester United. If you'd like to know a little bit more about what's going on with Manchester United kits this season, the podcast Inside Carrington episode with Inigo Turner from Adidas, explaining some of the design choices and how they go about these things, available for you now. Manchester United website up there, you get your podcast from.
भागो, Mbuma भैया भागो.
Inside Carrington back there with a load more episodes as the season goes on. Rainer Burma has been fouled about 4 times there, but none of them have been given by the referee.
Oi, nice.
Well, we're back. Patrick Dorgu looking for a bit of space. Dorgu finds Shaw.
Another example there, Liam, of Andre Santos and the way he reads the game. He stepped in there straight away.
Santos अच्छा खेल रहा है. काफी अच्छा.
Been really impressed with him.
Hard not to be, isn't it?
Yeah.
What we've seen. As Zara pointed out in the pre-show, still so young. Only turned 22 in May. Here he is, Andre Santos. Let's that pass out to the right-hand side. Lenny Yoro. Andre Santos. Up to Aiden Heaven. Heaven thinks about it for a second. It opens up for him. Shea Lacey.
Hey, penalty!
Wins the penalty for Manchester United.
Penalty.
Lovely skill on the edge of the box from the youngster. And the referee with no option but to give
Shea
the
Lacey at
spot
it
kick
again.
from 12 yards.
उसे दे दो यार Shea Lacey को ही.
Shea Lacey. Referee right on top of it. He gets himself into the box, which then defenders have to be a bit more careful about. There you go, into the box.
Clear cut penalty है. From इनका Castillo जो पूरा गेम गिरता पड़ता रहा है.
From
Clear
Castillo.
cut पैर लगाया penalty.
It's one of your forwards back in defending. And just a little bit naive.
Oh, very much so.
Poor from
Yeah,
Castillo. अबे क्या कर रहे हो?
if you dangle out a leg like that, then you're asking
On the red.
for somebody to be tripped.
So,
Yes,
the first thing
Mbumo.
that Salvi Esquivel has got to do is
Madaia.
face the spot kick from Brian and Burmo.
Boom boom Mbumo. Boom boom Mbumo.
Brian and Burmo very much like to get his pre-season up and running here with the left-footed effort. Up he steps and strikes
One
it
on.
home. Brian and
Goal.
Burmo gives Manchester United the equalising goal.
Boom boom
A
Mbumo.
cool, calm and collected penalty.
Yeah, very confident. Sends Esquivel completely the wrong way.
1-1. 2-1 आएगा.
And when you do that, you don't need to crash over penalty. If you're that confident that you can send a goalkeeper the wrong way with your eyes.
Come
That's
on
exactly what he
United.
did.
Come on
Very calm
United.
and just strokes it into the
सीधा
bottom
Bruno
right-hand
भैया वाली
corner.
penalty दी है.
Left hand
Hop
as we look
and
at it.
pass.
gives him the eyes.
Inspiration.
Yeah,
He's looking into
that's
the
what I'm
opposite
saying.
corner.
If you can do that,
पीछे बॉल
you
पर
don't need to go
रिकॉर्डिंग
for
कर
power,
रहे
it's
हैं
just placement. And it's a lovely penalty from Van
boom
Boom.
boom and boom boom boom
Really
boom
good play
and boom
from Shea
boom
Lacey.
boom and
I don't know
boom
whether you know the answer to this. Was he Brentford's penalty?
we love United we do we love United
Yeah, I'm
we
sure it
do
was, yeah.
we love United
Top
we
game.
do oh United we love you
And he didn't miss many either, did he?
Certainly didn't. Obviously, with Bruno Fernandes being the penalty taker for Manchester United, and his record from the penalty spot is a very good one. Burma opening his pre-season account. Nothing less than United deserve.
Well, I was going to say the back where at the least they should be is on level terms.
Yoro. It's a little loose in midfield, but
Fletcher
Manchester
क्या है
United with
यार
bodies around the ball.
नेपोटिज्म खत्म करो यूनाइटेड में नेपोटिज्म इज नेवर गुड फ्लेचर भी उतना कुछ खास था नहीं अपना एवरेज मिडफील्डर था वो सर एलेक्स अच्छा बना देते थे हर किसी
The
को
Italian. Fernando Mendoza.
स्ट्रेट एट हीडन पहला शॉट
Yeah. There's a decent strike. There's no direction on it. Sam Heaton was going to pick that up all day.
Great career, Tom
ये करके
Heaton's
देखिए इसके अंदर रेटिंग नहीं है
tipped over into his 40s now. Still young for a goalkeeper, 40s, isn't it?
When you look at the way he has throughout his career, it's just a number.
करके देखते हैं पिक्चर मोड देखते हैं मेरे को तो लगता है
Luke Shaw. Patrick Dorgu has been lively on this left-hand side for Manchester United.
Why
It's
नहीं
brilliant
हुआ
again from Andre Santos.
Abe,
Manages to pick the pass all the way through. Threads the eye of a needle.
ज़्यादा ही क्लियर
There's the penalty shout again. No doubt about the fact that that's a penalty.
Well, it's clever from him though. He gets himself into the box as soon as he possibly can, and he knows that defenders be a lot more tentative putting in a tackle.
Meanwhile, Bill, this is Castillo, pulls it back.
Oi, oi.
With a sliding
पूरा पहुंच गया थे आगे
intervention. But from distance, was always rising as it went over the crossbar.
पूरी प्यारी सी बॉल आ गई थी ये
Dominguez with the header that starts things off. Watch his run here, left-hand side of your screen.
अंदर रहता तो एक अच्छा गोल आ जाता काफी पूरा बाहर था
As it comes back, it is Dominguez that takes that effort, just cuts across the ball.
Yeah, it was slightly leaning back, hence the height.
Direct approach from Manchester United. It's a good header.
एम्बू
Fantastic
भैया
goal.
यार थोड़ा सुधर जाओ
Maguire can certainly pick a long-range pass, can't he? Ruggeri. Ortiz. Ortiz. Comes back to Hjulmand.
मैच के थॉट्स क्या है सो यार सबके
Moved on to Jimenez.
60 मिनट्स हो गए ऑलमोस्ट आई से खेले बहुत
To
प्यारा है
Castillo.
खासकर डिफेंसिवली एक्सेप्ट दोस फर्स्ट 3 मिनट्स और समथिंग जितना भी था वो मिड फैंटास्टिक रही है कुछ ब्रीदिंग मोमेंट नहीं दे रही थी अटैक के लिए अच्छा है बट वही फाइनल थर्ड की जो फाइनल निकली है ना वो नहीं है
Takes it over the top for Lookman. Too much on that. And behind he goes for a goal kick. Atletico have had more of the ball in this
पूरे अब
13 minutes of the second half
एटलेटिको का
than we saw them have in the majority of their first half.
Yeah, that's true. Very true.
अब
I was
अच्छा
thinking
कर
the
दिया
same
यार पूरा
thing.
स्मैश करके
They've looked a little bit lively, a little bit more direct.
One of those being ready to come on as he can.
जे गैब्रियल को लिया यार आज 70th मिनट कुछ पे लिया
The
चाहे
rest of those substitutions when they happen.
आए नाइस फ्रॉम सैंटोस पूरा फेक दे दिया
Santos to
उनसे
set Aiden Heaven running. Gobbles up the ground in front of him as his heel was caught by Castillo.
ये कस्टियो को भी तो कार्ड कैसे नहीं मिला यार फाउल पे फाउल
Yeah, it was a
फाउल
clever little ball from Andre Santos. He sort of took 3 of them out with it.
Here he is again. Fletcher back to Andre Santos.
for Man
Back to Luke Shaw.
United who the for Man United as
Dorgu
Red
first
Storm
time into space,
marching
looking for a return to
on
Luke Shaw. Need the throw in there. Manchester United fullbacks. Good link up play between the two of them.
as Red Storm marching on glory glory Man
Manchester
United glory glory Man United
Level of minutes for Luke Shaw.
Boy, is he nice.
Pacey looks to get the shot in.
शॉट नहीं लेना चाहिए था एकदम क्यूट था
Straight at the goalkeeper, Escobar.
And he goes past Nigeria.
प्लीज यार इस सीजन देखना है
Unable to go
बहुत
both
सेक्सी
ways.
है फुल टीम चेंज हो रही है इनकी 7 चेंजेस आ रहे हैं
Here we go.
30, 32, 37, 45, 49.
लेसी इस सीजन में बहुत सेक्सी लगेगा
47 and 15. So, onto the field.
लेमार अभी भी
Danny
खेलता है
Martinez, Javier Bernat, Sergio Esteban,
लेमार
Sola,
है साइड हेड रेफरी
Romeo Huesa.
लेमार लग रहा है ये अभी तक जिंदा है खेलता है इतना टाइम हो गया विंगर होता था भाई क्या पेसी सा मोनाको पे था शायद ये इससे पहले
As we pointed out at the beginning, this is only the second game of Atletico Madrid's pre-season, so very similar way to how it was for Rosenborg for Manchester United.
Yes,
where there were
सियान
lots of
में
changes.
2015 तक था 15 से 18 मोनाको
Same thing again here.
देन एटलेटिको में आया है एक सीजन के लिए जिरोना गया था वही इतना टाइम हो गया इसे देखे लगा भी नहीं था ये अभी भी खेलता है 30 का है बस
Quiet. From Patrick
अपने को
Dorgu
भी
goes straight to
डर को
Gilbert.
निकालना पड़ेगा यार सबकी करो से
Tied up by Maguire.
आई 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 आई
It's a good pass as well, but it's cut out. Sure again, looking for Burmo. Burmo out to Patrick Dorgu.
डर को नेगेटिव जाते रहते हैं यार रैशफोर्ड ही ले
Pass through to Aiden Heaven. Picked up by Mason Mount. Cleared away on the edge of the box.
फुल यूथ टीम है इनकी अब तो मारना पड़ेगा यार
Just from watching these opening just over 2.5 games with Andre Santos seems to be the sort of player that players enjoy playing with. He does everything effectively, but a lot of it is very, very simple.
रोमा का मैच चल रहा है अगेंस्ट कार्डिफ एंड दे आर लूजिंग
Fairly simple principles. aren't
डिबाला
they?
भी
If you
खेल
don't
रहा
get the
है
ball away,
इनके
you
लिए
don't give the ball back to the
डिबाला
opposition.
क्रिस्टियान
But he's also got this capability of
Ba-
finding a pass between the lines.
Exactly. That's what I'm
Hermoso,
saying.
Enrique,
He's not always keeping it
Mancini,
simple. He
Ron-
has got the ability, like there.
स्विलियर सब खेल रहे हैं भाई
Doesn't quite come off for him, but it's a good example of the fact that he's able to find those
Yeah.
rangy
हमसे भी
passes.
बदतर निकले तो
Jimenez back to the goalkeeper.
Yeah, you can be forgiven for maybe losing the ball once or twice when you're actually trying things, but he's so accurate with his passing.
Jimenez back to the goalkeeper Escobar.
डॉर्टमुंड की जगह जेजी कैप्रियल लिया, एम्बोमो की जगह जल्सी लिया, और कौन है? अमास फॉर शॉ, कमासन फॉर यूरो,
It's had a play by Luke Shaw.
यूरो नहीं मगवायर की जगह
Am I
है।
right in saying that they've now changed their
और
complete
फिर यूरो को
lineup
बीच
from
में
what started?
थोड़ी देर खिलाया।
I don't think there's anybody left, is there?
I think you're probably right. Still trying to figure out exactly what the shape is. Once I have, I will read it through for you so you know who is where. Georgiou. Has really caused some problems.
पोजीशन में अच्छी पहुंच रहा है बट वही है गोल नहीं कर पा रहे कुछ गोल क्या चांस ही नहीं बना पा रहा कुछ भी
Fortunate from Patrick Dorgan. Able to get
अबे सब स्लिप क्या हो जा रहे हो
maybe an opportunity coming for Esteban.
Ah.
Slightly cover it. Not the first time we've seen that, is it?
प्यारा कर रहे हैं what a tackle
Brilliant tackles made in Everton.
super tackle
Back to Martinez.
अरे अरे अरे
Quiet. Trying to do a little bit of leaning. Does very well to lean the ball all the way out of play.
Esteban
Strength.
sweet life of like in Korea Esteban
Esteban, Hueso, Jimenez, Martinez and Bonar across the back. Sola, Schulman, Mendoza and Thomas Lamar with Esteban and Luque up front. So as Ben points out, a total change of 11. Manchester United, I would imagine, are considering their changes now as well.
Yeah, I think that's pretty understandable. Diego Simeone, where they are in their preparation.
It's exactly what Mike Carrick did last week,
Yeah.
isn't it?
अपने में यार जेजी कैप्रियल अमास ज़र्क्सी आर्मर कमर्सन इन सबको लेके आना
Second
चाहिए
off slightly, all of the energy that we saw
66
from
minute
Manchester
हो गया
United in the first
है टाइम तो
45
बन गया
minutes in the pressing. Just slowed down a touch, which is understandable. In Sweden today. Westfield ball finds Hueso. Comes inside to Jimenez.
एक वैसे अभी भाई वापस फीफा 15 शुरू कर दिया भाई 26 खेलता था उसमें तो भाई करियर मोड वगैरह चलता था हर गेम इवन दो अल्टीमेट डिफिकल्टी है हर गेम एटलीस्ट 4-5 के ऊपर है भाई अब फीफा 15 वापस गया हूँ जो डिफिकल्टी लग रही है भाई लेजेंडरी डिफिकल्टी पे अब इतना डिफरेंट है गेम बट वो बेटर लग रहा है क्योंकि उस पर भाई इवन दो में चांस होना वो ऐसा नहीं है भाई हमेशा गोल ही गोल पड़ते रहेंगे फ्री किक टू एटलेटी हाँ तो गोल पे गोल नहीं आनी अगर मैं गेम खेल रहा हूँ ओपोनेंट्स भाई गोल मार रहे हैं। मेरे इसमें भी गोल मारते थे, खाता रहता था भाई FC 26 में गोल, बट मारता भी जबरदस्त रहता था। तो उसको अल्टीमेट डिफिकल्टी लगती नहीं थी। इसमें भाई 3 मैच खेले, तीनों टफ। अभी तक इसमें किसी से साइन करा है, एरिक्सन करा था, बहुत टाइम से चाहता था, डिबाला भाई अच्छा लगता है, वरान को उसमें लेके आया हूँ, फिर देख रहा था, सोच रहा था रामोस में क्या होगा, सर्जियो रामोस 60 प्लेयर लगता है।
Their walls. Every goalkeeper has a different thought process. Once Aiden Heaven on the far left-hand side as he's looking at it to make sure that he's got some cover over the top of the wall. It is Aiden Heaven who makes the block. Andre Santos has been caught. Was it Andre Santos that actually caught that on the head in the end? He sits up. It was fired at him by Thomas Lamar.
मच डिफेंडिंग चल रही है।
I thought it was Aiden Heaven that had made the block. Oh, it wasn't. It was Andre Santos. It's just flicked up off his chest, hasn't it? Yeah, off his chest and into his face. Should be okay to continue.
सिर पे थोड़ी लगी थी।
Taking one flush.
सैंडल भैया I'm disappointed in you अगर तुम जैसे सिर पे लग के इंजरी कर रहे हो।
Impressive again.
Big
from Andre
strong.
Santos.
You're Manchester United now, not Chelsea. United के भी बारे ज़ग्ज़ी दिख रहा था।
Stripped and ready, along with a couple of others for Manchester United.
JJ Gabriel को अभी भी कुछ कह नहीं ला रहा क्या? चिल सा दिख रहा है, कुछ तो बोल रहा है उसे, क्या बोल रहा है भाई?
Defending has been resolute from Michael Carrick's side.
कुछ बोल रहा है क्या कि नहीं ला रहा भाई? थोड़ा वेट
Nick
कर।
themselves a winner before we get to the end of 90 minutes. If it is still level at the end of 90, and we are straight to penalties. The winner of the Snapdragon Cup and then trophy presentation on the winning side. Moved up by Ona. To Escobar.
लास्ट तो स्नैपड्रैगन का वो वाला आ रहा था, लिवरपूल के अगेंस्ट था भाई कहीं पे तो मस्त उनकी पूरी टीम आई, उन्हें हराया था जो टेन हाफ के अंदर था शायद।
Years old, a couple of years on everybody on the pitch at the moment.
Asking for a flag there, weren't they?
Get one. Instead, the UK wants to get Atleti moving. Lamar.
Oi, water ball.
Ball into the penalty area. Shot comes in. Big save, Tom Heaton. Downwards to his left-hand side. Cat-like reflexes.
What a save.
And then jumps on top of the ball.
Yeah, that's their best move of the game, purely and simply because of this pass from Thomas Lamar.
Lamar की भाई क्या
Well
पास,
waited inside.
प्यारी पास।
And that's a brilliant one-handed save again from Tom Heaton.
Takes his time. Tom Heaton more than equal to it. Here are the changes for
आमर आ रहा
Manchester
है,
United.
अमास आ रहा है,
So, first up, Luke
शॉ
Shaw
की जगह
is going to be
अमास,
making way. So
Dorgu
too
भी आ रहा है
Patrick
बाहर,
Dorgu.
शॉ डॉर्गू, अमास आर्मर, ज़ग्ज़ी,
Dan Armour onto the field.
69 number armor,
Harry
Pinkish
Mass
top.
onto the field.
69 lol,
Joshua Zirkzee
विलियम्स
and
आ रहे हैं,
Ethan Williams. All on for Manchester United. Players to make way.
ज़,
So just,
Joshua
just mentioned
विलियम्स तो लेफ्ट विंगर है,
Dorgu,
एम्बूमो
Lacey.
फिर राइट पे जा रहा है, लेसी आ गया है बाहर, लेसी, डॉगू, शॉ, मगवायर.
Xerxes was herring after that.
Aye, nice.
Pulled back by Manchester United.
पास दे,
Pulled back to a ball.
पास दे.
Manchester
और
United.
तो ले गया, कोई से एम्बूमो के गोल.
And the finish just needed to be turned up. Home.
Hard to believe it's not scored. It's scary, you know.
Completely agree. And Jack Fletcher
Hard to believe it's not
down that right-hand side.
scored.
Took an extra
It's
touch
scary,
and played the
you
ball
know.
quite correctly into the centre.
प्यारी प्रेस.
Xerxes chasing down here.
फ्लेचर.
As we saw so many times in the first half, United's press caused them a great deal of issues.
एम्बूमो को पास दी, हारिस.
Even though
सेव हो गई थी
Still
ये.
got there first, and
Poor
Bournemouth
cross
was there,
kick.
and he just played it against him, and it ended up in the roof of the net. Good play from Jack Fletcher. Just buys himself that little bit of room
कीपर
with that second touch.
पैर से ले गया, हाथ लाता तो
And there's Brian
बच जाता
Bournemouth.
है.
Doesn't get the first one, but gets this all-important second. And yes,
Hard to
on
believe
the
it's
grand,
not
in the grand scheme of
scored.
things, United definitely
It's
deserve
scary,
to be leading
you
this game.
know.
Got my voice back. What happened there? Got all excited when Brian and Burma gave Manchester United the lead. Well, Brian and Burma at the double, but on set up with a lovely run down the right-hand side. United, Euro. Through the lights, Atleti looking to come back at Michael Carrick's side. Harry Amas quickly back into position, helped out by Ethan Williams. Here's Williams that gets the clearance away. Xerxes looks to stab that into the path of Andre Santos, but
Oh, Joshua
that
Zirkzee.
juncture.
Oh, Joshua Zirkzee. Oh, Joshua
Confirmation of the
Zirkzee.
changes on your screen now. Now that's the intervention.
Hard to believe it's not scored. It's scary, you
I think he's
know.
lucky there for himself because he miscontrols it first time round, and that puts him under the pressure.
I thought he thought he wanted to run the ball.
Yeah.
Queso. Jimenez. Mendoza.
Oi, oi,
To the penalty area, Lamar.
oi.
Find some room. There's none to be found. Vigo Mendoza. To Benny Martinez.
निकाल.
Looks off his man. There was a size mismatch there, wasn't there? It was tall man versus not so
एम्बूमो
tall
निकल
man.
गया था यार, सीधी बॉल डाल देता
Joshua
ज़र्कज़ी.
Zirkzee was winning that back.
It was another really good game he had last week as well. Capped off with that sensational solo goal.
Great football, wasn't it? Dancing feet, one way then the other. Sold the dummy, scored the goal. If you've not seen that, you should definitely go back and watch it wherever you watch your highlights clips. Manchester United Instagram page is a good one. Of course, the extended highlights available for
Already time waste करने लग गया ही था.
YouTube. That's brilliant.
Mount,
Basically,
प्यारा.
wearing the captain's armband now for Manchester United and leading by example.
He's another one who's been excellent in the nearly 3 games now.
ये बट माउंट और सैंटोस की जो पार्टनरशिप है बहुत प्यारी चलती है. टीलेमंस अब देखते हैं टीलेमंस कैसे इंक्लूड होएगा, मेनू कैसे इंक्लूड होएगा, ब्रूनो भैया क्या नहीं है, लेसी भी बढ़िया कर रहा है.
Left-footed playing on the right-hand side. Replacement for Maguire in this game. to Ryan Burmo. Intercepted. Lamar forward to Mendoza. Intercepts, finds Mount. Fletcher. Andre Santos. Laniola. Confidence levels in this Manchester United side have just gone up another notch, Ben.
Yep.
Obviously comes from the goal.
खेले आज बट बहुत प्यारा है, बहुत प्यारा.
All over the top, Harry Mass steals in behind.
Oi 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 oi.
Williams to Xerxes. Twist the other way, Joshua Xerxes gets the
अबे
goal!
मुझे
It's away, he was looking for Brian
ज़रूरी
Burma,
प्यारा.
but it's fantastic work from the Dutchman again.
Yeah, another demonstration of his strength.
Oh,
Just
Joshua
by the line.
Zirkzee.
Gives him all the time in the world to be able to play a ball across the box.
Oh, Joshua Zirkzee.
That's a
Strange pass.
yeah, a little loose, wasn't it?
इन बूमो भैया यार स्लो रह रहे हो आज आप.
Strong
बुली
there.
कर रहे हैं सबको आज.
And turns, shrugs too often. He's a little unlucky not to get that through to Brian and Burma.
Yeah.
And that's
यार मैं लेफ्ट फुटेड है राइट फुटेड है, लेफ्टी लग रहा है. Armour. He is क्या है भैया?
Fletcher.
लेफ्ट फुटेड
He's on to aid in heaven.
बट राइट साइडेड और सेंटर बैक पे खेल रहा है.
Atletico have just gone really compact though.
All 10
5-4-1
players
खेल
back
रहा
behind
है.
the ball.
Throw a blanket on him as well, couldn't you? Just the last bit that didn't quite go his way, but tracked his runner all the way across the pitch.
Hey, City captain!
Brian Burmo. At the
And
door for
Burmo with the
Manchester
brace
United.
goes.
He's after
City captain!
makes way. Penalty was a good one.
देखना इसे यार.
He works very hard to get on the end of that through Jack Fletcher. And a grin from ear to ear from the man from Cameroon.
जीजे गैब्रियल आ रहा है, कौन आ रहा है?
And Burmo replaced by JJ Gabriel. He's congratulated Brian on his way off the field. Also saw Jim Thwaite on the sidelines there for
Twice
Manchester
भी आ रहे हैं
United.
भाई, दोनों अच्छे हैं.
Imagine that he will be moving into the centre of the park as well.
गोल मार दे आके.
Andre Santos is the
कि तेरे को
man to
खिलाना
be
ही है अब.
for Jim Thwaite. So what can we tell you? If you haven't seen Jim Thwaite or JJ Gabriel, well, I can tell you that Jim Thwaite is metronomic as a midfielder. He sets the tempo for the under-18s over the course of last season.
Yeah.
When he's played in the 21s,
मजा
he's done a very good job
Yeah.
there too.
Please ball दे
He's
उसे.
been often pointed
80th
out
minute पे ला रहा है
as a
बच्चे को.
wonderful set-piece delivery.
ला रहा है बट.
An excellent shot at goal as well, Jim Thwaite. If you missed JJ Gabriel getting involved in Manchester United's exploits towards the Youth Cup final against Manchester City, where have you been? He looks an important part of that under-18s campaign. Atletico Madrid again, just finding it difficult to find a route past Manchester United. Maybe they can do it with this effort. Spots the danger, snuffs it out.
Straight in. At the risk of probably getting a boot in his face as well.
The ball is given against Ethan Williams. Ethan Williams feels that he was fouled, and that was the reason for that ball. Area.
Oi! Post!
Gilman with the effort, still not away.
Oi! वापस post! दोनों post लग गए भाई.
He probably feels human that he had enough of the goal to be able to see that.
आर्मर की बॉल गलत चली गई.
Tom Heaton was well beaten, unfortunately. They hit both posts there, haven't they?
There was nothing Tom Heaton could have done about the first one. I'm pretty sure he had the second one boxed off. Crossfield ball.
यार बॉल
That's
लाइन
out
पे.
by Atletico. It's in March here. It's a tackle from Mason Mount, helped out by Lenny Yoro. Gabriel. Zirkzee dispossessed, stretching for it, finds a way back to Jim Thwaites.
आर्मर थोड़ा खोया खोया लग रहा है आज.
Thwaites again. Ends the pass to Lenny Yoro. Left on through the middle to Zirkzee.
Aye, nice
Through
from
midfield by
Thwaites.
Jim Thwaites to Harry Amass. Manchester United
लोग कंट्रोल
youngsters
करके
combining.
पास देते हैं,
Ethan Williams
सीधा
takes it on.
वॉली पास.
Williams looking for a ball into the box, decides to recycle that back to Mason now. Yoro. Mount. Harry Amass. Gabriel back to Jim Thwaites. Well, the youngsters came on in the second half against Rosenborg and put on a bit of a show, didn't they? And they certainly haven't let themselves down again this afternoon there.
Definitely not.
Had Michael Carrick talking about them before the game and just how important they've been during this pre-season run while players have been pulled back from World Cup.
Oh yeah.
Mason Mount.
Behind the halfway line to ऐसा माउंट का.
Manchester United.
Yeah.
Less than 4 minutes to play. And this is fouled by Javier Bonat.
Hard to believe it's not scored. It's Garrick, you know.
Atletico, they want to try and manage this to its conclusion.
Hard to believe it's not scored.
3.
It's Garrick, you know.
This result in pre-season. More importantly than that, the minutes for players.
Joshua Zirkzee.
Boy, if Zirkzee can get there, just gets beaten to it.
Just
I
with
said
her.
there's a possibility of maybe 2 or 3 players, and 3 of those outfield players have done that. In Lenny Yoro, Aidan Heaven and Mason Mount. I can't see
Fun game खेल रहे हैं.
Michael Carrick making any more substitutions at this late stage. So they've all 3 got 90 minutes under the 4 with Tom Heaton. I did say outfield players, but there you go.
Just didn't want it left out.
Fair enough. And he's made 2 excellent saves he doesn't deserve to make. So I'll go with
चुराए
that.
है फाउल.
Clever from Aidan Heaven. This is what pre-season is about, isn't it? It's is making sure that you've got the minutes in your legs. So when Holborn rolls around in 3 weeks' time, you're absolutely fit and ready to go. I think Manchester United fans will probably look at the shift that Mason Mount has put in here, with the captain's armband on as well. Senior players in the squad. It's a real positive step for a player that has been so unlucky with injuries in the last couple of seasons. A good pre-season would have been exactly what Mason Mount wanted and needed. Here he is.
It's been a superb performance from him.
सच्ची वैसे माउंट और सैंटोस मैन ऑफ द मैच आज की मिली है.
I'm sure there'll be a poll somewhere, but if you had to pick, who would you go with?
I think it probably would be him. It would be him, purely and simply because look at that. Brilliant.
As if to add the exclamation point to your choice. Gabriel. This is away. This may have been on slightly earlier for somebody in the middle, but he's well to keep hold of the ball.
थोड़ा सा ग्रीडी बनना चलता है बट ज़्यादा ना बने वैसे. ओए माउंट.
Justified.
I think you picked the right player there. Gabriel. That's the run of Lenny Yoro. Yoro pulls it back. Finds Gabriel, takes a touch, he's balled over in the penalty area, but nothing doing, says the referee. Also put Lenny Yoro up there for me as well. I think he's been excellent in an unfamiliar position that he's becoming more familiar by the minute.
Yeah. But I just think in general, again, it's been an all-round
3 minutes of added time.
And he would have got so much out of this. Michael Carrick will be very, very pleased. The win is a bonus, but the performance and the fact that people have got minutes in the legs and the understanding that's starting to develop on the pitch.
It's brought down brilliantly, cut back in the penalty area. It's still maybe an
Oi,
opportunity, but instead
क्या
Lenny
chance
Yoro
था इनका भी.
puts the ball away. Human. Mendoza. Crossing Ethan Williams this time with the block. And closes down. Very well.
2 minutes remaining. क्या लगता
That's
है?
the first of 3.
क्या एटलेटिको में मैजिक करेंगे अब?
Scoreline currently reflecting how the game has gone, I think. A couple more minutes of concentration required. Great. Another huge part of Manchester United's FA Cup runner-up run. Season due threats.
ट्वेट्स का है इसका भी बहुत सुनी कि बहुत अच्छा है.
Recent times.
Well, they come on here and equip themselves again extremely well.
Ball in. Tom Heaton. Equal to it once it had got past the first man. There was only one place that was going, and that was to the waiting arms of the Manchester United stopper.
Touch there. He was further away from it than I actually thought, to be honest.
No nonsense clearance from Aidan Heaven. Hjulmand. Forward again. Bonar.
Oi!
What
a shot! Just 2
Diving
%.
away to his right hand side, it just rasps over the crossbar.
Yeah, he's been quite lively. Ika Luque since he came on. Showing a decent turn of pace as well. It's not a bad strike.
Tom Heaton absolutely.
30 seconds जीत गए Snapdragon Cup champions. Here we are, bro.
Crossbar.
Can't score from there.
David May can't score from those his favourite phrases. He's not wrong. Sometimes that's exactly what's required, and it is what carries Manchester United
JJ Gabriel को देखने मिला, एक चांस उसका आया, Mbumo brace, Mount fantastic, Euro fantastic, Lacey fantastic, Amad fantastic, और कौन थे? Shaw good, मक्कू भैया थोड़े sloppy लगे मुझे, Heaven fantastic, Heaton में,
and a deserved win in the Snapdragon Cup. Full time, United 2, Atletico Madrid 1.
अब देखेंगे ट्रॉफी लिफ्टिंग.
Ben, a really good
Not
performance
trophy-less.
for Manchester United. We've said it all the way through that second half. The work that they've got through, the way that they've worked for each other, the finishing when the chances have come their way, the defensive work, all of it is exactly what Michael Carrick will have wanted.
Yeah, everything really, really pleasing.
Yeah,
From the pressing,
basic
from the passing, from the chances they created, they completely bossed it from beginning to end.
Here is how the story went of the game. Andre Santos.
Heaven to Lacey ने प्यारी सी पेनल्टी दी थी.
Yeah, clever from Shea Lacey to get himself into that penalty area, and then the jeopardy sets in. He skips away, and an outstretched leg brings him down. Well, it's clever, and again being started by Andre Santos. He turns it a super low centre of gravity. Very good close ball control, Shea Lacey. He can go onto either foot. He's a real problem and will continue to be for defenders.
Well, Burma gives the goalkeeper the eyes here, sends him the wrong way. Whether we'll get the angle from the other way, where he definitely looks in the opposite corner to where
मजा आ गया यार देख के. प्यारी soft ball penalty from Mbumo. Bruno भैया से inspired पूरे.
Don't need the power, just the accuracy
Mujai
and
यार.
placement, and he gets that spot on.
Didn't stop looking in that bottom right hand corner, did he? So Salvi Escobar. It's the back of the net. Then it was the
इसके बाद एक
goalkeeper.
प्यारी सी बॉल निकाली थी भाई एटलेटिको ने. लेमान ने खासकर
Yeah, I think that was just
प्यारा मस्त सी
because of
बहुत
that
थ्रू
from
बॉल
Thomas
सर.
Lamar. Well, as he was in the first half, Tommy, towards the end of it, he was alert there, and that is an excellent save.
हीटन का
It's
बुढ़ापा तो
one-handed,
दिखता है.
and he's
वैसा
up
है
and
नहीं है
pouncing on it
जैसा
straight away.
हुआ करता था.
Tom Heaton. Then breakaway goal for Manchester United. Xerxes
एटलेटिको
closing
को
down Escobar.
गोलकीपर को बॉल मिली, देन उसके प्लेयर ने मिस करी और ये फ्लेचर ने प्यारा
Fletcher
प्रेस
got on the
करा.
end of it, pulled it back, and Burma wasn't missing from there.
Yeah. Again, good pressing. We couldn't cope with that in the first half.
Pressing आज भाई
The intensity
fantastic
went a
है
little
पूरा
bit from
from
both sides
first
in the
minute
second
to the
half, but
90th.
United got it back with that
एटलेटिको को
second goal.
breathe ही नहीं
But it was
करने
this from Joshua Xerxes, and Jack Fletcher was alert.
फुल
That's a really
डिजर्विंग
good
है.
second touch with
ऐसा
this
नहीं कि
just to
बस
take
हैवी
him
विन आ
away.
गई हो कोई.
And the keeper cannons it off Brown and Burmo for his second goal, but no more than United deserved to have taken the lead.
That press was a common theme all the way through the game, really, from Manchester United. Well, trophy time for Manchester United. Once
Trophy
we watch
time,
that goal from Brian and Burmo. Well, first silverware of the season. Ben
Hopefully
and Manchester
first.
United.
फर्स्ट सिल्वर एयर है.
pick up
होपफुली
the
अब फर्दर आते
Snapdragon
रहे.
Cup.
नंबर 21 आ जाए. बस फार्टेटा को ही तो हराना है.
Pre-season and
मरेस्का तो खुद से हरा
temper
देंगे.
everything with this is preparation.
Xabi
for the
Alonso
campaign coming,
don't
but
think so चलेगा.
what's it got
Deserve
to
भी
be Manchester United?
starting का ही बस है.
And they've beaten a very good side. We know that both teams have still got players to come back, but they have beaten a very good side in Atletico Madrid and deserved to, especially the first half performance. Atletico couldn't live with them.
Any opportunity to pick up some silverware, you're going to take it, aren't you?
Let's just hope it's the first of many.
Like I said, first one of the season, one of the last. That's my estimation of this. The fans inside the ground getting to see Manchester United lift the trophy, and it is captain for the day, Harry Maguire. He picks that up.
क्या है अभी
Being
इसमें
red on his face.
वो भी awkward हुआ फिर
Versus
मुझको भैया
some
भी कि ये
youngsters behind,
हम ट्रॉफी जीत गए.
smiling from ear to ear as well. Well, it's a nice thing, isn't it? If you're a young player, if you're a Shea Lacey or a Jim Thwaite or a Harry Mass or Dan Armour, you can see at the back there grinning. It's a memory for you.
Yes, it is. Yeah, you're winning a trophy with Manchester United, and none of them are meaningless. Trust me, none of them, because it's a club that is synonymous with winning things, and that doesn't matter whether it's a Champions League or a trophy like this in pre-season. It's being part of a winning team and having that winning mentality.
Do you think Cassio realised that the lid came off that podium as he walked past? Well, I'm not sure he did. I think it took him by surprise when he tried to scoop it up to get it out of the way of the picture, and the lid came off on him. It's a pleasant man, Cassio. Now do their lap of honour, and I think when we look at this in front of 21,000 fans in Sweden, they've certainly for the first 45 minutes playing against a pretty well recognised Atletico side, more than held their own. They went a goal down, they've shown the character that was required to come back and win. But also,
और जो सब join है भाई क्या है just कैसा लगा मैच बढ़िया
exactly the same way that they have prior to it.
Yeah, they did, because they've been instilled with that belief that that they're all very, very good players. They've worked hard up until this point, and if they
जैसी
keep
second
doing
half
what
की
they're
prediction
doing,
दी 2-1
then
बोली
they're not going to cause
to
teams
United.
problems. And that's not to say that other teams are not going to cause United problems, but they have to work that out. But the quality that United possess and the quality that they're showing, not just with the senior players, but with the younger element of the squad that are coming in and doing just as good a job, then the future looks extremely bright.
Luke Shaw ने
That's
जैसे
really
साथ में वगैरह था
sort
भी
of
नहीं कर रहा
positive about this is seeing players playing in positions that maybe they weren't purchased to play in, and that's a common theme too. Mason Mount playing slightly deeper, Lenny Yoro playing up like that, Patrick Dorgu playing a very advanced left wing role for Manchester United.
Absolutely, but when you are going into pre-season like this, this is the time when you can try that, especially the circumstances coming back from a World Cup or a Euros where there are players missing, and Lenny Yoro, Mason Mount especially in this game, they're excelling.
The fact that you've got a little bit of cover in those positions as well. I think if you're Michael Carrick, you look at that go and say, well, look, if I get a couple of injuries at right back, then I've always got Lenny Yoro that can stand in there. Or, if I need to play two attacking central midfielders, I've got the ability to do that now, and that helps him out as they go through the season. Ben, thank you very much indeed. It was a pleasure to do these with you. We will be back for commentary of the PSG game, which is the next Saturday. But in the meantime, let's get you back pitch side Sarah again.
Thanks, guys. Yes, what a terrific win for
Thank you, guys.
Manchester
Next week
United.
आएंगे
We knew that
for
today would be the biggest test of pre-season
PSG
so far
game.
for this
Double
team.
था जो
And luckily, they've managed to give a great performance for the fans
Champions
here
League
in the
winners.
Strawberry Arena in Stockholm
So
to get that
we'll see
victory.
next
Yes,
week.
but what did you make of
Thank
the
you for
game as a
joining.
whole?
जितनों ने भी join करा and stood strong. See you at next week, यार.